Okay, now we're going to construct a confidence interval using the calculator given raw data. Okay, so this will be a confidence interval for the mean given large samples. Now, however, in this example, we have a random sample of just 15. We're going to use the Z-distribution because we're told that the original population is normally distributed, and we're also given that population standard deviation. Okay, so I've already entered the data into my calculator under the Stat menu under the Edit option. Okay, so you'll see that I have the raw data already entered. Okay, so to get a confidence interval off of the data, I'm going to go to my Stat menu and arrow over to Tests, and I want to choose or scroll down to 7 Z interval, and this time instead of having the summary statistics we have the raw data. So I'm going to either highlight data or keep the cursor on data if it's defaulted there, and then arrow down. I need to put in the population standard deviation, and we're told in the problem that it's 1.5 minutes. And we need to tell the calculator where you stored your data. I put my data in list 1, but if you had it in another list, you would use your second key and tell the calculator what list you're in. Okay, so now I'm going to arrow down to the confidence level, and the question wants both a 90 and 99% confidence interval for the population mean. Okay, so this problem we're given the publisher wants to estimate the mean length of time in minutes all adults spend reading newspapers. So to determine this, the publisher takes a random sample of 15 people and obtains the following results. And so I've inputted the raw data, gone to my Stat menu, arrowed over to Tests, and I've chosen Z interval. So I'm first going to do that 90% confidence interval, so I'm going to put in 0.90 and then arrow down to Calculate and then Enter. Okay, so our 90% confidence interval for the population mean is from 7.76 minutes to 9.04 minutes. Okay. Now to do the problem again with a 99% level of confidence, I'm going to go back to my Stat menu, arrow over to Tests, choose 7, and change that confidence level to 99%, and then Calculate. Arrow down to Calculate, sorry. Okay, so you'll see that our confidence interval has changed. The limits will be, the confidence interval itself will be wider. So the lower limit will be lower than the previous one, and the upper limit will be larger than the previous one. So the 99% confidence interval for the mean will start from 7.40 minutes and go up to 9.40 minutes, and I was rounding to the nearest hundredth.